Hello, hello.
Hi, come in.
Thank you. So what have you been up to?
Oh, just popped out of the shower, you know.
Oh, fun.
Shoes off, please.
Okay. So is showering one of your favorite hobbies?
Yes.
And what's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Who's your favorite person?
My mom.
And are you a fan of puppies?
Ew.
Oh, well, now that you're in the bathroom, what brand of tampon do you use?
Oh, Lola.
And how are these different from most?
Well. They are 100% organic cotton tampons with BPA-free plastic applicators. Lola is an organic feminine hygiene company made by women for women. The FDA doesn't require most brands to include a list of ingredients on their feminine care products, so most don't, but Lola is very, very transparent about what they have in their products. Lola is all subscription based, so you can customize whatever you want in your box and it delivers right to your door every month. And if you want, you can pause or skip a month or even cancel anytime you want. I absolutely love ordering my tampons and pads from Lola because I have a very hectic lifestyle and I'm always traveling for acting, so it's perfect to just have my tampons come in every month. I know it's gonna be there, I don't have to run out to the store, and it's super convenient and also really good for your body. For 40% off your first month subscription, go to mylola.com and enter the code Keara when you subscribe. What up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. It's Keara. You already know I wasn't gonna do the whole video Vogue style because ain't nobody got time for memorizing all those questions. So I'm going to be doing a little Q&A here, sitting down. Good old-fashioned Q&A. I haven't done one in a long time. I feel like I only do Q&As now. You guys asked me questions on my Instagram and now I'm gonna be answering them for you guys. I'm hot. Some of these are pretty juicy, so if you're under the age of 16, get out. Because some of the questions you guys asked me were not appropriate for youngins, so there's your disclaimer. First question, why are you more attracted to girls? Well, I'm really attracted to femininity and also feminine energy. There's something about the energy of women that's a lot different than most men, and I was raised by women and have always felt really comfortable opening up to women, so I feel like it's a comfortability thing, and it's also I'm very attracted to femininity. Even feminine boys, but they usually end up being gay, so that doesn't work out. And I just like love the female body and respect it and think it's really spicy. Next question. Do you like my new shirt, by the way? I just thrifted it. It's very like Saved by the Bell. Okay. Any advice on
Taurus vibes only.
I'm like, do you like my outfit?
Oh, by the way, I'm sponsored by Chanel.
By the way, I'm sponsored by Queer. The LGBTQ plus community made me do this video, so. Any advice on dealing with constant anxiety? This is a very difficult question to answer because I struggle with this on a daily basis. If you guys haven't watched my previous videos, I have talked about having generalized anxiety disorder. I've had it my entire life, but now it's a lot better because I just know how to cope with it and I went to therapy and stuff. Probably the major piece of advice I could give you on dealing with constant anxiety is self-talk. So talking yourself out of it and realizing it's just a thought and it's not reality. I know it's easier said than done. I think that's the best advice I could give to you. And if you're really, really struggling, try and find a therapist or just talk to someone who you can trust about it. Sometimes it's good to just get it off your chest and not keep it inside. And if it's affecting your everyday life, I would recommend going to like an actual therapist to get help. Next question. What's your favorite part of sex? My favorite part of sex is probably the emotional aspect and the romanticism of it, because at the end of the day, it's all about that emotional bond you're creating with your significant other or the person you're having intimate moments with. And so yeah, I think my favorite part is the emotion behind it. I know I'm such a cheesy person, but yeah. What's your dream project? My next big goal is to be able to create my own project from scratch, which I am kind of in the midst of working on. I haven't picked it up in a long time, but I think my next dream project is to be able to act and direct on my own film project, whether that's a series or a pilot or a movie. What's the weirdest slash funniest place you've done it? In someone's parents' car, in a parking garage, and we got caught by the supervisor of the parking garage. What's your biggest pet peeve? Ooh, my biggest pet peeve is probably ungratefulness, and that's also a really major turnoff for me, is when people aren't thankful and grateful for what they have in their life, or they're not grateful for a person in their life that does a lot for them and they don't reciprocate. I hate that. And my second pet peeve is closed-mindedness. Next question is, do you always shave down there? Just asking because I personally hate doing that. Same, girl, same. It depends on the day. I mean, sometimes I just let it grow and I don't really care, and my significant other doesn't really care or have a preference, but sometimes before I see her, I like to shave just to feel fresh, you know? And I also have done laser hair removal, like on my inner thighs and like my bikini line. I don't really do it anymore, but that actually helped to reduce a lot of extra stubble that I had, because I have a lot of body hair. Do you own any sex toys? If so, which is your favorite? Well, my first sex toy was sponsored by Stevie Bobby. Stevie Bobby gave me my first vibrator. That's all I'm gonna say. If your girlfriend was a transgender woman, would you still date her? Yes, of course. That would not bother me at all, and doesn't really matter to me. A woman is a woman. Do you believe in love at first sight and soulmates? Yes, I do. I totally do. And I also believe in love at first kiss, because I've experienced it. Worst part about being openly queer in the media slash public eye. I think the thing that bothers me the most is, since I'm very feminine, a lot of people like to sexualize me, and there's a ton of sexualization with feminine lesbians. Just because I like girls and I like to dress feminine doesn't mean you have to like look at me in a sexual way. And this also translates to everyday life, like going out on the subway or walking downtown. I feel like I have to almost dress more masculine or cover up my body in order to feel safer. And that's like a really sad thing that I do have to think about, unfortunately. What qualities slash values must a girl have to be your friend slash girlfriend?
Eat pussy.
A major thing that I look for in friends slash significant others is if they're gonna be jealous of me or not, because that's such a like turn off, is when someone's just really jealous and not happy for my successes. And like, I am always super happy for other people and my friends and stuff when they book work, and I wasn't always like that, don't worry, like I'm not perfect, but I definitely worked on it. But yeah, that's something I really dislike about certain people, is that they just hate to see you succeed. And I would never put that negative energy into someone else's success, and so I wouldn't want someone to turn it around on me and do the same thing, you know? Okay, last question. How does your belief in God affect your everyday life? I would consider myself a very spiritual person, not necessarily religious, but more so believing in a higher power. And I call the universe God, God the universe, vice versa. Just like a higher power, something bigger than all of us. That higher power encourages me to lead every day with love and kindness. I would not be who I am if it wasn't for God. I treat people with the same respect that I want to be treated with. But anyway, yeah, it affects me in every which way possible. And that is the end of the questions. Woo! I hope you liked this Q&A. And once again, thank you so much, Lola, for partnering up with me for this video. I love Lola and I think it's an amazing brand, and I highly encourage you to check them out. And once again, if you want the 40% off your first month's order, go to mylola.com and enter the code Keara after you subscribe, and that's about it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.